This is Project Samurai, game concept for asset development. My name is Tejas Singh, student ID 217079005, and I will be briefly discussing my full introduction and why I chose this concept and what it represents, and what I use to create my assets for this game. So let's go through it. Now, first up is the description of the game concept. Now, the game concept explores the alternate world where Japan rules the entire world by being the sole and supreme country. We play as a part of an elite squad given the mission to protect the emperor of the world. But not everyone is happy with the state of the world, and the revolutionists believe that killing the emperor is the first step to change. We have a mission to protect the emperor no matter what the cost, so no mistakes will be allowed. Now, why did I create the visual assets that I did create? So, I created 3 visual assets. They are a katana, a pistol, and a building headquarters. Now, any samurai game throughout history has had a katana. This is one of the most iconic weapons that Japanese created throughout the war they used, and this is the most respected and well-known asset for any Japanese game. Now, this had to be included, otherwise the game would feel very incomplete without it. Now, why did I create the pistol? I wanted to create a full weapon set for the pistol for the game. Why? Because studies have shown that repetition can lower the player engagement a player feels towards the game. So adding multiple weapons resolves that a bit. This was actually gotten through a scholarly article called Mapping Quality Requirements for Pervasive Mobile Games. Now, this is very common in games to have multiple weapons and upgrades for them, which avoids repetition and enhances the gameplay. Now, why did I create the building headquarters? It was created as a means of safeguard for the player where they can interact with NPCs and check their stats and store or retrieve items. A central hub is also very useful for multiplayer purposes where they can exchange competitive scores in the means of a leaderboard. A central hub is essential when created and looking at popular mobile games. So this was also taken from a scholarly article that is Game Builder for mobile device-based games. Now, why did I create the audio assets that I created? So most of the audio assets that I created are supposed to be feedback and movement input. So basically, audio is used a lot for feedbacks, and I wanted to include a feedback for every single type of action: drawing a weapon, sheathing it, shooting a pistol, reloading it, moving really fast, moving super really fast, and background noises, grunts, damage taking. I wanted to include as much feedback for the audio as I could. Now, as you can see, that covers a lot of variety, and I've gone into detail and depth about creating as many assets as I possibly could for the audio and the feedback. Now, visual asset demonstration. Now, I have uploaded render sets and a link to the sketchfab model in the research report, but for the sake of this report, I will be going through the models one at a time and explaining. So this is the first asset that I created. This is the headquarters building, and as you can see, that the style is very Japanese. It's very symmetrical, and there are watchtowers for the guards, and there's a central hub where the emperor lives, and the player can interact with the NPCs. And this is basically why I modeled this. The ladders do actually lead up to the floor. Sketchfab can render that properly, and as you can see, it is very Japanese. So this is the second asset that I created. This is the pistol. That's a secondary weapon of the character. As you can see, it has a very simple and clean design. This is specifically done. This plasma slot was specifically different from normal pistol slots, differentiated from normal pistols. And this is red to identify the inbuilt fingerprint scanner that doesn't allow the use of enemies. And this is a very sleek and simple design. As you guys can see, very minimalistic, not too in the face. This is the last asset that I have to show right now. This is the katana. As you can see, the hilt is very unique. The hilt is made of gold and acts as a defense because the player doesn't have a shield, so they use the hilt for that. The edge is very clean. It's a normal, regular sword with some detail to the hilt. And as you can see, I was changed the lighting. The edges are chamfered. Everything's textured, not here, but in the render sets. And just overall, very clean katana. For the audio demonstration, I will be running through some of the audio files to demonstrate the various categories I've covered the audio assets for. So for the reflection on the final folio, I have attached all my reflection documents in the research report. For the sake of this whole presentation, I will be going through the challenges and decisions I faced and what I learned. The biggest challenge for me was the texturing of the models, and it has always been a hard thing for me to do UV and wraps and apply textures to them, but I can safely say that I have gotten much better at it throughout this unit, but I'm still not satisfied with the result, and I will continue working on my models even after this. The creation of audio assets was really fun. This was my first time creating audio assets, and I learned so much about when to record, how to record, breathing, ambient noises, direction of sound, and how you change materials and pitch and amplify them. Some of the audio recordings as double jump were hard to create due to the nature of feedback and our interpretation of them. It was fun to overcome the challenge and create a satisfactory asset. Thank you for listening to this recording.